Hi, thank you for joining us live. We are the award-winning RejuvaMed Skin and Laser Clinic. We offer medical cosmetics and skincare treatments across 2 Lancashire locations. We're in Chorley and Clitheroe. We are led by the consultant doctor, Grant McKeating, and RejuvaMed Skin Clinic offers its patients the latest, safest, and most advanced technologies and treatments. And we are about to show you one of our latest technologies, the miraDry treatment. So we're now showing you we are live showing you a treatment that is going to reduce this patient's sweat by up to 82%. And this will happen immediately. So stay tuned, and we're going to explain more information about the treatment and a little treat that we're offering here at the clinic. I'm now going to introduce you to Dr. Grant McKeating, and he is going to share with us why he invested into miraDry and give his medical opinion on the device. Hello, Dr. Grant.
Hi, good morning. Welcome to live at RejuvaMed, our very own film studio in the clinic. This is a first for us, so bear with us. miraDry is a fantastic new treatment we brought in to RejuvaMed Skin Clinic, Bain Centre in Clitheroe. There's very little out there for people who sweat too much. Hyperhidrosis can ruin lives, affect confidence, etc. Some patients have been having Botox injections for years, but miraDry, as a one-off single treatment, can reduce sweat by over 80% and change lives. In Helen's case, she's really having this done more for lifestyle reasons. If you don't like sweat stains in your shirts during meetings or when you go out or you do a lot of sport, a fantastic way in just this one session to reduce sweat permanently and immediately. My background as the owner of RejuvaMed, I'm a consultant anaesthetist, have been for 20 years, you can tell by the greying hair. And a big part of this is making sure that Helen is comfortable for the treatment, and I've already numbed up her armpit using some local anaesthetic. And as you can see, the treatment itself pretty much almost always is pain-free. Very simple. She can go back to normal life pretty much immediately. She's going to have to take a few days off running, but after that's all settled down, she'll find that sweat is gone.
Amazing. So as Grant said, miraDry permanently reduces underarm sweat in as little as 1 hour. It is a non-invasive treatment, and you get immediate results that are permanent. Now, I know Grant said that it is a one treatment where you receive an average of 82% sweat reduction. However, some patients desire or need a second treatment to seek the reduction that they are looking for. So if you have any questions on today's live, please do comment below. Please feel free to ask anything that you're thinking of regarding the miraDry treatment, or send us a direct message, as we have Bethan, who is our leading client liaison representative, logged in to respond directly to any messages today. And also moving forward, please feel free to message, call, or email the clinic, and we will get back to you right away. Rachel, can you please introduce who you are at the clinic?
So I'm Rachel, and I'm the miraDry leading expert here at RejuvaMed Clinic. I'll be going through all the consultations with you, also the treatment course, and any questions that you have to ask.
Great, thank you. And as you can see here at RejuvaMed, we are CQC registered, and we are taking the COVID-19 precautions very seriously and wearing all the appropriate PPE and social distancing measures in the clinic. So we have our lovely patient on the bed who is currently being treated with the miraDry, and this is Dr. Helen. Helen, could you just say hello if you wish?
Hi.
And what is it that you wanted the miraDry treatment for?
I do a lot of sport, a lot of running. I also am in a lot of meetings and things like that, so it's really to prevent underarm sweating and the embarrassment that can cause, and also I think as a side effect of this treatment it will reduce any odour. Also I think it can also reduce axillary hair, which is, particularly women, quite a positive aside. So yes, really looking forward to not having to wear deodorant, getting stains on my clothes, particularly on nights out, etc.
Great. And are you in any pain whatsoever?
Absolutely none.
I know that you are wearing the protective face mask, so it's very hard to see if you're smiling, but she is, rest assured, smiling behind the face mask. So as Helen said, you do actually, as a side effect, get a reduction in odor and hair as well from the miraDry. However, this treatment is indicated for underarm sweat, permanently reducing underarm sweat. So as you can see, the treatment is very straightforward, and it's just 3 simple steps to being permanently underarm sweat free, or permanently reducing your underarm sweat. So I'm just going to go in a little further and show you a closer look. So as you can see, Rachel is delivering the energy through the handpiece, and she is guiding it onto a template that does wash off, do not worry, and treating with the miraDry energy into the axilla. So as Dr. Grant said, first we numb the area, so it's completely pain-free. So you do require a local anesthetic in the underarm. Then we apply the fancy template, and then we treat. And as you can see, Rachel is treating right now. As soon as we are finished with this right underarm, we will transition over to Helen's left underarm. And then we will apply ice packs into the underarm. And we will go through the post-care instructions again with Helen to make sure she feels confident and secure with the instructions. And off she will go, sweat-free. And as Dr. Grant said, Helen is someone who likes to run and work out quite a bit, so there are some downtime rules to the treatment. So we advise to avoid the gym or any physical activity for at least 5 days after the treatment, to keep the area clean and protected, avoid particularly dirty or sweaty situations, and just keeping the area nice and iced for the next 24 hours on and off. So as we were discussing, hyperhidrosis is a condition that affects many people across the world, not just here in the UK. And hyperhidrosis is a serious medical condition that is characterized by excessive and uncontrollable sweating. And this can happen in many parts of the body. However, most people, or in most common places, you usually receive it in the underarms and the hands. So miraDry can only be treated for the underarms, but it does help patients that are suffering with this condition. And it is the only permanent treatment on the market that can treat underarm sweating, both hyperhidrosis and for lifestyle purposes like Dr. Helen is having it for. And another thing that we love here at RejuvaMed about this treatment is the fact that a lot of people will say about plastic waste and different products that multiple businesses and industries use and obviously throw away. So being in the clinic that we are wanting to protect our environment, we love that having a miraDry treatment actually limits your use of deodorants and antiperspirants. So that means less of a carbon footprint. So if I just zoom in and take a closer look for you, and please don't worry about the red. The red is actually a marker where Rachel has actually just gone in and measured the area. So it's just red permanent marker, that's not blood. Mm-hmm. And as you can see, Rachel literally just presses that green button, and that delivers the energy or delivers the heat into the underarm. And then it goes through a cooling process, and then it moves on to the next placement. Now, some people may wonder, how do we decide the area that we're going to treat? And this is based off the hair-bearing area. So we measure kind of where your hair is on the axilla, and then we apply the template that matches that size of hair area. Now, if you've had laser hair removal before, don't worry, we can still treat you with miraDry. We can still determine the hair-bearing area and where the sweat is coming from. And as you can see, after this axilla, which we're very nearly done with, we will transition over onto this axilla. And Helen, if you can just raise that arm, thank you. You can see here the template is on, the local anesthetic has been already injected into the axilla, and we will then treat with the miraDry. And it really is that simple. So we usually say it takes about 60 minutes or less. If you have a larger underarm area, it can take usually an hour and a half for the appointment time. But it's very, very easy to call up, send us a message, and we will schedule you with a private phone consultation, or you can come into the clinic for a consultation as well. And we will take you through the miraDry and make sure you are the right candidate for the treatment, and then schedule your treatment. Is there anything you want to add, Dr. Grant, about the treatment here at the clinic? Is there any offers?
Probably our biggest claim to fame is that we're the most northerly miraDry clinic in the UK. So even though we're in Lancashire, there is no treatment centre north of us, and we have patients coming to us from Scotland, Aberdeen, a week or two ago. So it's worth the travel, it's worth the trip. We've got an amazing introductory offer. We're a fairly new centre, although we treat lots of patients. So until Christmas, and then beyond, some really amazing prices for this treatment. So get it done.
Thank you. And just to answer again, as you can see here, we're just finishing with this one. So we're going to take the template off. Or if Rachel wants, I don't know if you want to transition to the other armpit just to show them, but entirely up to you. So as you can see, Rachel is just about to take off the template, and she's just using some alcohol just to remove the template from the armpit. How do you feel, Helen?
I feel nothing. It's absolutely painless. And believe me, I don't like pain.
And is there any concerns you had about the treatment that Dr. Grant and Rachel were able to reassure you of?
I don't really have any concerns. I'm aware that there's some swelling afterwards and I need to wear ice packs and I can't exercise for a few days, but that's no big deal really.
And as you can see, there's very little swelling to the area. It does just look a little bit sore, but this does go away usually within 24 hours. And we will send Helen home with the instructions. And of course, a member of the team will be always on call to help with any questions post-treatment.
You see there's a sort of white, lighter area to the armpit. That's effective a medicine called adrenaline, which is used with the local anaesthetic. So the treatment hasn't changed the colour of the skin. It's a temporary effect. You can see here. It just kind of shows where the local anaesthetic has been. It helps the local anaesthetic to work. So that's just a side effect of the numbing. So it's not that there's any issue there with the skin. That will all settle down when the local anaesthetic wears off.
And I know some people have messaged actually asking, is it safe to stop sweating in your underarms? Now, just to give you a little bit of fun facts, you have over 2 to 4 million sweat glands in your entire body, and only 2% of them lie within your axilla. So reducing the sweat in your underarm is completely safe, and your body is still able to thermoregulate elsewhere. So thank you very much for tuning in with us live. Stay tuned, and we will be posting more videos and pictures on our Instagram and our Facebook as well. And if there's any other treatments that you've seen at the clinic that you would like us to do a Facebook Live on next time, we would love to share with you another day in RejuvaMed Skin and Laser Clinic. So thank you so much, and we look forward to receiving your messages and questions. And obviously feel free to share with any friends or family that you think this treatment would be suitable for. Have a great day.